In this video, I'm going to show you how to identify a flag pattern on the chart and also how to trade it. Now, the flag pattern and the pennant pattern are very similar, except that the pennant tends to be a triangle, just like a regular pennant, obviously, and the flag tends to have 4 points. Okay, now let me say this. It's not always perfect, but you get a sense and a feel of it just by identifying these setups in the market. Okay, so let's take a look at a setup like this one right here. It tends to have like those 4 points just like that. Okay, now this one doesn't have a long flagpole, but it does have a flagpole. And you see another one right about here. Okay, just like that. Okay. So it's the same thing as the pennant pattern as we talked about in another video. How do you trade this when you see this particular setup? Well, depending on the actual trader, some of them will trade it on the same time frame, and then some will look for their entry on a smaller time frame. So identifying this, they will set this up, say maybe on a 15-minute chart if they're trading on a 60-minute chart, and then they wait for the breakout. And then from there, once it's broken out, then they enter the market and they set their stop above the flag. Same thing is true here. They enter the market right in here and they set their stop below the flag. And this is a very common pattern that a lot of traders use. And when they do it, because they manage their risk, it tends to be successful as long as they're managing their risk and they are identifying it correctly. Okay, let me show you one thing here. I'm going to go ahead and zoom in on the chart before we close this video out. With this particular pennant pattern, okay, some traders like to do this in order to confirm the market. Okay, this is where we were right here. I'm going to redraw it for you so you can see it. Okay. In order to confirm the market, some traders like for it to break out, okay, and then come back up and retest that area, okay, and then see if it's going to continue down, and then they enter the market, probably on the break of that candle right there. So this is how people tend to trade the pennant pattern. Now, you have to open the charts and you have to study this. You have to try and identify these in the market. And then if you're going to use the strategy, make sure that you manage your money correctly so that if you get it wrong or the market doesn't agree with you, you can always recover and identify another one, identify another setup that is, and then trade again and eventually get good at it to where you can start to turn a profit in any market that you decide to go into, let alone the crypto market. Okay, well, that's it for this video. Take care.